Hey everybody, I want to share a principle that has proved really valuable for me, and it is 4 different levels that need to be attained before you can manifest something physically in your physical surroundings. And the first level is mental. And so this, if we were equating this to building a house, this would be the blueprint. This would be the actual drawings. It would be making the specifications. It would be deciding how many lights we want, how many bedrooms we want, how many bathrooms we want. We would be logically looking at all the different steps that it takes, and the sizes and all those kinds of things, everything that needs to go into building this house. So we'd be creating that blueprint. The next level up is emotional. So when you've got the blueprint, you can look at the blueprint. You don't have the physical house built, but you can sit down and you can look at that blueprint and you can close your eyes and you can imagine how fun that's going to be for you to be able to have your own master suite, and to be able to go into the closet and pick your clothes out and dress in your new closet and take a bath in your jet tub, and it gives you an opportunity to feel the emotion of actually being there, actually having that house built and living there. So that would be the second step, is emotion. And then the third step is spiritual. And this goes beyond emotion. It's actually you closing your eyes and visualizing yourself being there. It's maybe seeing 100 people at a housewarming party, and they're all gathered in your great room, and feeling the emotion and smelling the food, and shaking hands with the people, hugging people, and being excited for, hearing their words of congratulations for this new house. It's seeing yourself waking up in your king size bed in your master suite, and walking into your closet and pulling out those clothes that you're going to wear for the day. And then going into your kitchen and cooking your breakfast, and then going into your garage and getting into your car and backing out of the garage and driving to work. So it's actually living in the house before it is completed. So that is a spiritual level. And then once you've reached that spiritual level, then it's just a matter of gestation before the physical actually comes to be. When the blueprint is drawn, there's no evidence that that house really exists or will exist. But once you put a little bit of emotion to it, that's just one more step towards having it completed. And then the third step, spiritually living there, actually seeing that, feeling it, hearing it, smelling it, all of those things, experiencing it as if it already exists, and adding to that the emotion that you feel, the excitement, the fun, the love, the gratitude, all of those things that go that are associated with having one of your goals come to be. All of that added together is what creates the physical. And so I'd like to have you just imagine right now, what goal is it, or what is it on your vision board that you haven't yet created, that you want to create, but it hasn't actually shown up in the physical form. And I want you to really look at it closely and see, what level am I at? Have I even taken the time to sit down and plan? Have I even taken the time to sit down and figure out, what it means to be financially free? How much money do I have coming in on a regular basis right now, residually and passively? And how much do I need? What are my expenses? Have you even sat down and done a budget? And so that would be the mental, is actually just seeing where you're at. And then emotional, have you sat down, once you've figured out what you need, have you sat down and applied an emotion to it? Have you assigned an emotion of how you would feel when you're financially free? And if you haven't, that would be the next step for you. And then once you've established and figured out what the emotion is that you're going to feel, and felt that, then the next step is to live it. How do you live if you are financially free? What kind of a steward are you over your money if you are financially free? And what do you do on a daily basis? How do you show up to your business? How do you show up to your job? What do you spend your money on? And so living that spiritually is the next step. And once you've accumulated all of those things, when you have the mental actually sat down and figured out exactly what you want. When you have the emotional, that you close your eyes and you visualize yourself actually being in that state and feeling that emotion and identifying what that emotion is and really feeling it strongly. Then the next step is to live it spiritually in your mind, in your imagination, and do that on a regular basis. And then once you've done all those things, then it's just a matter of gestation before the physical outcome actually comes into play and you become financially free, or whatever it is that you're wanting to create. So those 4 steps: identify where you're at, and then challenge yourself to level up. Challenge yourself to go to the next level. And they do happen step by step, one at a time. And if you do all 3 of those things, then that physical manifestation will eventually come to be.